going on, freight fans? Freight guy here. I know it's been, geez, man, like a month or so since we talked, but I wanted to reach out and give you guys a shout. Um, wanted to talk a little bit about the economy, and if you're looking to get into hot shot trucking, my opinion right now, as I see it. So, as a lot of you may know, who've watched the channel anyway, I've been in this business for just over 23 years this December. So, it's been quite a while. It's really all I know. I didn't finish college. I jumped into this at a young age, and I've just kind of grown throughout it, right? And I've seen the economy go through some crazy ups and downs during that time. I mean, if you could think in 1997 when I started in this, I mean, the economy was pretty good. I mean, air freight was king at the time, so people were paying a lot of money to move things expedited across the world and the country. And then I've seen it take huge dips like it did in 9/11. Everything shut down. The airlines were grounded for a few days. The company I was working for at the time, we actually had our own plane, our own jet that was flying out of the Tucson airport, and we had to ground that. So I've seen near complete shutdown halts of the economy during that time. And then it built back up, and then we had the financial crisis that came through. I mean, the point is, I've seen this thing go up and down quite a bit. Now, certainly this year has been interesting because of COVID, right? Totally get it. COVID has shut down not just the United States economy, but also the worldwide economy. What we're let's just call it 8 months into this thing now. And when I say this thing, I'm meaning the point where they kind of closed down for 2 weeks. We're into it pretty deep here at this point. My thought process is, though, as a business owner, as a person who was running Hotshot, obviously I'm not doing that today, but I hope to get back into it because of how much I enjoyed it. But I still see that this year was quite successful. Our business is doing the best that we've done since we opened it up. Our business hasn't really trailed off. I mean, I know other people's has, but ours has picked up. As far as the economy is concerned, in my opinion, we've already gone through some of the hardest parts, and that's when all of the factories and everybody shut down temporarily and weren't manufacturing things. When things aren't getting manufactured, what happens? Well, it doesn't ship, right? So at this point in our juncture here, everybody's pretty much reopened manufacturing-wise, especially overseas, and things are coming back. Well, what happens during that time is people have stock. They deplete that stock. When they deplete that stock, they make more orders to restock it. When the factories were closed, those items weren't getting built back up, which then caused the folks that needed it to not have what they needed to sell or to use to build or what have you. With those items picking back up when the factories opened up, and mostly out of China, they ramped up and they shipped, and now what's happened is there's so much material moving through the air that we've got capacity issues coming into the United States via air. The ocean lines are absolutely bogged down. I mean, you look at the port in Long Beach, for example. I mean, that thing is so backlogged and backed up. They can't find capacity to get enough trucks to move the containers. A lot of people are taking the containers over in Long Beach. They're de-vanning them, which means unloading them and trying to get them out on trucks. There's not enough trucks to move everything. I mean, you've got a several-day delay. So the other day, Piglet put out a video saying he thought it was a bad time to get into the market. I don't agree with him. I think this is a good time to get into the market. And, it'll be short-lived. Don't get me wrong. I mean, typically in the freight industry, your slow period isn't right now. It usually gets slow right about that time, maybe a week before Christmas. And then I usually see it as slow through January, sometimes into February, and then things kind of start popping. I see this year that we might have a little bit of a slowdown because of the presidential election that took place, and assuming Biden gets into office as it looks like he will, what may happen is a lot of people might get a little hesitant on their spending just to kind of see what happens. But keep in mind that just because the president changes doesn't necessarily mean that the economy comes to a grinding halt. I mean, people still have to build homes. People are still building roads. People are still opening up businesses. I mean, people, us, you, me, we still need things. And as long as we need things and as long as we're spending money, people are going to be in business and they're going to continue to provide that material. Now, how they get taxed, that's a whole different ballgame. With that said, consider the fact that with that shutdown, it kind of has pushed that slow period back, in my opinion. So where some of these factories were closed for, let's just say, a month or two, that slow period that you would normally see in December, January, that to me has been pushed back now because they have to fill all the orders that were missed during this time. That pushes the slow period back to when things usually pick up again, which things will pick up again anyway. So I think we're going to kind of miss the entire slow period for the year, in my opinion. I'm not an economist person, and I don't have those kind of theories, but in 23 years of watching the economy go up and down and up and down and up and down and watching the yearly trends, I feel fairly confident that we're not really going to see much. So if you're out there and you're looking to get into hotshot trucking, I say go for it. You don't win anything by sitting on the sidelines watching everybody else do what you wish you had done. So get out there, get your truck, get yourself set up, get into the business. The worst thing that can happen is, it's slow. Last year I got into it and I started trucking. I think I got on the road. My first day on the road was October, which back then, that might not have been the best time to start. And I did just fine. My market isn't as hot as some of the markets that you guys are in either. So don't be afraid about that video. My opinion, I love Tow Piglet. Alex and I have a business agreement too, where we do some brokerage for his accounts that he can't service. I don't see him slowing down and him stopping his business. He continues to grow his, right? So why not start your own and grow yours? So I just wanted to give my 2 cents after I watched that video. Again, Alex, love you, man. Nothing personal. I just wanted to get out there and give my opinion on the scenario as well. So, guys, keep trucking. Get out there. Have fun. If you have any questions, hit me up. Let me know what you think about the videos. I know I don't do very many anymore. Hopefully one day I will. But until then, peace, love, and happiness. Deuces.